Grappling and BJJ fans globally are getting excited as two fan-favorite fighters have just announced their returns. The first is Rafael Lovato Jr., who has confirmed that he will be coming back for one last stand in the ring. Rafael Lovato Jr., the legendary American grappler, was a force to be reckoned with on the mats, winning countless championships and leaving a lasting impression on the hearts of his fans. His name was synonymous with excellence, and his performances were nothing short of electrifying. Lovato Jr.'s dominance in the Brazilian jiu-jitsu world was unparalleled, and his transition into professional MMA only added to his legend. Rafael Lovato Jr. announced the news that he has signed a contract for another fight in a recent post to his official Instagram account. However, the fighter has not yet revealed whether he will be fighting in grappling or BJJ. Lovato Jr. even teased the match in the caption he put up, and it's up to the fans to speculate now. Lovato Jr. is of course a legend of the sport who sent shockwaves through the sport with a resounding first-round submission win when he made his transition to MMA. His run at LFA was equally impressive, as he finished 3 of his first 4 opponents with devastating precision. His success eventually earned him an opportunity to fight for Bellator, and he did not disappoint. Lovato Jr. remained undefeated and claimed the welterweight title after a grueling fight against Gegard Mousasi. But fate dealt Lovato Jr. a cruel hand when he was forced to retire from MMA due to a brain condition. Despite his desire to return, the prospect seemed unlikely. However, Lovato Jr. continued to showcase his talents in professional grappling, including an incredible 4th-place finish at ADCC 2022. Just when it seemed like Lovato Jr. had left MMA behind for good, he made an astonishing comeback at the Inoki Bombaye in 2022. The crowd erupted as he dominated his opponent, securing another first-round submission win and extending his unbeaten record to 11-0. And now he'll be looking to leave one last positive mark on his legacy. The second fighter who announced his return is Dillon Danis, who has not competed in combat sports since June 2019. Dillon Danis is a controversial figure in combat sports, known for making headlines for his association with Conor McGregor, his penchant for trash talking, and his larger-than-life social media presence. However, a knee injury has kept him out of action indefinitely, forcing him to watch from the sidelines as his competitors took the spotlight. Danis underwent a failed operation, necessitating a more complex and invasive surgery to restore his knee to its former glory. The injury didn't make him lose that larger-than-life personality, however. Instead, it only added to his notoriety. Earlier this year, Danis was set to take on popular YouTuber KSI in a boxing match, but he was forced to withdraw due to his ongoing injury. Now it seems that Danis is returning to his roots as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Grappling promotion Polaris have revealed they're expecting Dillon Danis to compete for them in the near future. The promotion confirmed Danis was working on a return to submission grappling on their official Instagram page. Also known as El Jefe, Danis was a grappling prodigy with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt that he earned at the young age of 21. Although he had a 3-6 record in submission grappling before joining Bellator in 2018, Danis quickly made a name for himself in the MMA world. At Bellator 198, Danis made a successful debut by submitting Kyle Walker in the first round with a toe hold. He followed up this win with another first-round submission victory over Max Humphrey, this time with an armbar at Bellator 222. Danis showed tremendous promise in the early stages of his MMA career, and fans eagerly anticipated his next move. However, Danis' inactivity in recent times, including his withdrawal from a high-profile bout with KSI earlier this year, has left many fans wondering when they will see El Jefe in action again. While he may have been absent from the competitive scene for some time, there's no denying that Danis' talent and charisma make him a force to be reckoned with in any arena. Do you think both Danis and Lovato Jr. can have successful returns? And are you excited about what they have in store? Sound off in the comments below. Reigning 1. Flyweight submission grappling world champion Mikey Musumechi feels a deep responsibility to the sport of jiu-jitsu to keep his matches as exciting as possible. Darth Rigatoni is preparing to defend his coveted 1 flyweight submission grappling world title against the Yemeni-born Osamah Almarwai. Widely regarded as one of the most talented jiu-jitsu fighters on the planet, Musumechi has proven time and again why he's considered the pound-for-pound best. He's already etched his name in the record books as the first ever submission grappling world champion in 1 championship, and now he's set to take on his next challenge. Speaking to the South China Morning Post in a recent interview, Musumechi says he expects nothing but aggression from Almarwai in order to keep their match exciting for the fans in attendance. Darth Rigatoni said,
like, I'm just going to just run forward. And I expect him to do the same. Like, we literally have to have this vibe to make it exciting, because jiu-jitsu could be boring, you know?
The sold-out arena will host thousands of people craving an exciting night of martial arts. And it's very rare that submission grappling has played such a prominent role in a professional combat sports event. Mikey Musumechi is right to feel pressured to deliver an exciting grappling affair in order to keep the interest in BJJ rapidly on the rise. Who are you picking for the win in this matchup? Mikey Musumechi or Osamah Almarwai? Share your thoughts in the comments section down below. And while you're at it, we'd love to know whether you've enjoyed the video so far. If so, please subscribe to Valor Strategy Grappling and hit the bell icon to avoid missing out on the upcoming videos. With that said, let's move on to our next news of the day. Just a month after hosting its first show on American soil, One Championship is set to return to US primetime with One Fight Night 11, and we've got more details on the much-awaited event for you. The Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, is set to host a 10-bout card headlined by a one lightweight Muay Thai world title match between reigning two-sport champion Regin Irsel and the up-and-coming challenger, Dmitry Menshikov. Irsel, who currently holds both the one lightweight Muay Thai and kickboxing world championships, is on a 21-fight winning streak and has a record of 64. Menshikov, a Russian fighter, is riding an 11-fight winning streak, has a 27-2 record, and has 19 career knockouts to his name. In the co-main event, one lightweight submission grappling world champion Cade Ruotolo will defend his title against Tommy Langaker, one of Europe's top BJJ black belts. Ruotolo is undefeated and has shown impressive talent and technical ability in his 3 previous promotional appearances. Langaker, who has won 2 matches and 2 performance bonuses in his one tenure, is expected to give Ruotolo a tough test. Other fights on the card include former 1 featherweight kickboxing world champion Superban Singa Mawin taking on number 5 ranked Tayfun Ozcan, Dutch superstar Niki Holtzkin's return, number 3 ranked featherweight MMA contender Ilya Fremenov, and heavyweight knockout artists Guto Innocente and Rado Pacic. You can take a look at the full card via the link in the description. Next up, we're looking at BJJ superstar Danielle Kelly, who's fully on the grind this week, perfecting her submission grappling skills with the latest heel hook lock. She was seen on One Championship's Instagram page working on an innovative way to lock in her signature heel hook, which has prompted BJJ fans to react with some trepidation to her future rivals. Not Trisquast wrote, BJJ just like chess, but you make a bad move = ankles broken. Telvinka Papa added, hide your ankles. Here's a clip of Danielle Kelly training her leg locks. One Championship posted this clip on their official account and mentioned in their caption that they are looking for fan input on who they want next for Danielle Kelly. The Philadelphia-born grappler has defeated her last 2 opponents in dominant fashion, so it makes sense to give her a world title shot soon. But against whom? Let us know in the comments below who can give Danielle Kelly a fight for the ages. And for the last news in today's video, let's recap the recently held BJJ Stars Battlefield. The big event took place on April 22nd, and we got to see the likes of BJJ and grappling heavyweights Erich Munis, Mica Galvao, and Kaynan Duarte in action. Here's a recap of what went down. Erich Munis emerged as the victor of the BJJ Stars 10 Battlefield Absolute Grand Prix, earning a grand prize of $40,000 after going through a tough gauntlet of opponents. Representing Dream Art, Munis relied heavily on his sophisticated guard play to score points against his opponents, using complex grips and sweeps to make his way through the bracket. In his opening bout, Munis outscored Guilherme Lambertucci and scored a spectacular flying armbar finish in the final seconds of the match, earning him the $2,000 submission of the night bonus. The quarterfinals saw Munis beat Devontae Johnson on points. In the final, Munis faced Felipe Andrew, who he defeated by advantages. Although Andrew fought hard to escape a back attack from Munis, the latter's continuous near sweeps allowed him to stay ahead of Andrew's attempts to submit him. Munis also defeated Victor Hugo on advantages in an earlier bracket, where he used his guard to fend off Hugo's passing attempts. Kaynan Duarte and Mica Galvao both advanced to the quarterfinals after winning their respective first-round matches in a BJJ tournament. The match between Duarte and Galvao was the most highly anticipated of the night, but it ended in an anticlimactic manner. After being swept by Galvao, Duarte entered a leg entanglement to return to the top, but he inadvertently injured Galvao's leg with a severe reap, resulting in a disqualification. In the semifinals, Galvao faced Felipe Andrew and dominated the early minutes of the match, earning 5 advantages for near scores and submissions. Andrew eventually passed Galvao's guard, but the bout was deemed the match of the night, and both competitors earned $1,000 for their performance. Earlier in the night, Galvao, the youngest and lightest fighter on the bracket, faced the bracket's heaviest opponent, Ottavio Nalati, and impressed the crowd by taking Nalati's back twice. Before his semifinal match against Galvao, Andrew defeated Pedro Lucas in the first round and earned the go-ahead victory in his rivalry with Adam Wardzinski, making him 2-1 against Wardzinski in 2023. For the full results card, you can click on the link in the description. And that concludes our news recap for today. What was the highlight of today's video for you? Let us know in the comments section below.